Are you looking for a sporty truck with a ton of comfort, safety, and technology features? You're going to want to check out the 2024 GMC Sierra. Today I'm going to take a test drive in the Elevation. Now I'm not really an expert on this vehicle, that's why I grabbed somebody who was. Hey, Dan.
Hey, Brian. Pleasure to be here.
Dan Richardson's a salesman here at Smale GMC in Greensburg, and we're going to take this vehicle on a test drive.
All right, let's go.
Let's take a closer look at this 2024 Sierra. This is the Elevation trim level, Dan, and it has a very beautiful silver exterior, right?
Correct, Brian. So they call this the Sterling Metallic. With the Elevation model, you're going to be getting the black wheels, the black grille, the black GMC emblems, the black mirror caps, pretty much the blackout edition for this Sierra line.
It's really cool. It's got that monochromatic look to it. Headlights, the LED running lights along the side. Definitely different than other vehicles, other trucks on the road.
Correct. With this specific model that we're looking at, this one is equipped with the 3.0 Duramax diesel engine. This engine is absolutely phenomenal. It has the same torquing ratio as the 6.2 V8 series engine. And when it comes to fuel range and gas mileage, Brian, I got customers claiming they get close to, or if not, above 30 miles to the gallon.
That's insane for a truck.
Absolutely.
I do want to say, as we're walking around the exterior, this paint is absolutely stunning. It's got little metal flakes in it, and whenever the light hits it, it just really sticks up.
Be an 18-inch wheel with the ebony black wheels.
Yeah, and the running boards along the bottom there as well.
Yeah, so all you have to do, Brian, is just walk up to that door. You'll see that little chrome button there. As long as you got the key on you, should unlock itself easily.
Well, I just locked it, so I'll unlock it.
All right.
Yeah, but that easy as that. We have that GMC blacked out again there in the back, the Sierra in chrome underneath it, and that Elevation logo. Everybody's going to know what you're driving out there on the road. Of course, looks like you got a hitch here too, right?
Yep, so you do have a 2-inch receivable hitch on the back there. Pretty much a standard feature on all these trucks nowadays. Regardless if you're going to be towing, not towing, you never know when the occasion's going to come up. So this will be the regular tailgate for the GMC series. They do have the option of the multi-pro tailgates where you can turn it into a step, multi-function purpose. But we do have the spray and bed liner on here. Not necessarily a standard feature, but it is an available option on a truck at this level.
Yeah, and I gotta say, you know, for getting up into the truck, it's pretty easy. All you do, there's a little foothold on the side. You can get up into it, no problem.
Yeah, there will be a corner bumper step on each side, so both driver and passenger. So whichever way you're approaching the truck, you can easily access the bed.
And it looks like you have something back here too, right? Yeah, you have a power, three-prong house outlet back here.
We got a 3-prong power outlet there. You know, that can handle nothing too crazy, but you can plug a few tools in there, charge your phone, run your laptop off it. Yeah,
120 volt?
Yep,
great.
120 volt.
All right, Dan, well, that was the trunk. Let's jump into the back seats, see how much space we got back there.
All right, let's check it out.
Getting into the back seats here, pretty easy with this step up. And actually, we have some all-weather mats here on the ground. Does that come with it, or is that an additional feature?
It's an available option that can come with all the trucks.
Yeah, it looks really nice, black rubber there. And I have an armrest back here with 2 cup holders, and it looks like a more rectangular holder, maybe for a phone or something like that. You have charging options back here. You have a USB-C and a USB-A port back there. And there's some other features back here, actually. Let me jump out here for a second. Let's see what kind of space we have underneath the seats. And obviously we have some storage underneath both of the seats back here, 60-40 style split seats. And some additional hidden storage in the back of these seats. So it happens on the other side as well, but you have some additional storage in there. That's really nice. I like to have hidden compartments. It's pretty cool. All right, guys, so that's all the space we have in these back seats. Let's jump up front and then we'll get this thing on the road. So here we are on the inside of the Sierra for the first time. Pretty hot outside, so we're gonna go ahead and turn on the vehicle. And everything's gonna light up here. We got the GMC logo on the infotainment screen and the device is starting up. We have a full digital display in front of us, which is another nice thing. In my dashboard here, we have our miles per hour on the left-hand side, RPMs on the right-hand side, and a digital speedometer on there, as well as my miles per gallon, all that great stuff.
But you can actually customize.
Oh, you can, yeah. Oh,
right?
I like that.
So you can have a little bit of something that you prefer on the left-hand side if you don't want the compass. And then same thing for the right-hand side. Now, me personally, I like looking at my own truck.
Right. Yeah,
right. So having a picture of the truck there is nice. But
cool.
you know, if you prefer to have time and date, tire pressure, all those are available to you. And then for a display layout, right now it's set to classic. If you don't like all these distractions, right, you can just have 0 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about anything else. Going up to digital, of course, it will show a little bit more.
Looking over here on the left side of the steering wheel, we're going to have all of our, looks like cruise control settings, heated steering wheel. We'll go over that stuff on the test drive. On the right side, we have our push to talk button up top. So do we have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto on here?
The vehicle has both Apple CarPlay and Android Auto.
For people who don't know what Android Auto, Apple CarPlay is, what can you do with that?
So pretty much what it does, it wirelessly syncs your cell phone with your contacts and a few of your apps over into the touchscreen.
Okay.
So that way it makes it a little bit more of an easier access feature for you to stay connected with friends and family. You don't need to have the phone in your hand. You can just push the button, talk to either your Google Home or Siri, whichever your provider is, and you know, ask it to make a phone call or send a text message or get you directions to somewhere you need to go.
Or listen to your music, or you know, give a reminder for yourself. Any of that good
or
stuff.
Have
right?
it tell you a joke.
Yeah, I can tell you whatever you want. That's what I love, is that we now have all our smartphones connected to our vehicles. It really increases the versatility of them.
Correct. Going from the top left down here, we've got a few little shortcut options. So you do have your Google Assistant built into the vehicle, which is going to require a Wi-Fi connection, which is going to be provided through OnStar, either for as low as 30 days all the way up to 3 years.
Okay.
You do have a trailering assist, so if you plan on hooking up a trailer, it'll just help guide you through the process of how to hook up the trailer, making sure that all the lights work, put in the vehicle's, not the vehicle, but the trailer's weight, its length, just sort of a dummy's how-to trailer guide already built into the vehicle. And then you have your cell phone, to which whenever you get your phone connected, it'll bring up your contact lists. This will be for the Google Maps, pre-built into the vehicle.
Perfect. For our friends with Apple devices, is there going to be any compatibility issues between
full
this and
compatibility.
that? Okay, cool.
No issues at all. And then over here, we're going to have our music, where you have your choice of AM, FM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth, or even podcast, Google News, Amazon Alexa, everything.
Awesome.
And you can also download a few additional apps like Spotify or Pandora straight to the vehicle as well.
So I noticed that we have the My GMC app on here. What can you do with that?
Yeah, so with the My GMC app, you do have a few select controls from your cell phone to the vehicle, so you can remote start it, lock, unlock it, check the fuel level, check what the mileage is at, check your tire pressures, pretty much everything that you would want to do with your vehicle, you can pretty much look at right from your phone without having to get into the vehicle to do it.
Looks like there we have our lane keep assist, we have our parking sensors, our idle engine start stop.
Yep.
Right? So whenever you come to a complete stop, what can happen sometimes is your engine can shut off to save with fuel efficiency, right?
Correct.
And that'll turn that off so that your engine isn't turning off, because sometimes people don't like that. Which is fine.
They heard your complaints, they provided a button, so you can choose to have it on or off if you want.
So over here, it looks like can we put it down our tailgate with this button?
Yeah, so
cool.
that button right there will just help lower your tailgate for you.
Cool.
Only downside is that it will not lift it back up.
Okay, well, I won't press it then. We have four-way flashers, your stability control, downhill descent control, I believe, right?
Hill descent control, correct.
Hill descent control, yeah. And on the far right,
express window down.
Ooh.
It'll bring down all 4 windows simultaneously.
That's awesome. So days like today when it's really hot, you just enjoy.
Yeah.
Now I did happen to notice that there's a window in the back, right?
There is.
And that's up here.
Yep, so we do have the power rear sliding window control, which will be located right up top there.
Okay, so that actually put the window open And, you know, just for anybody who wants a little bit extra air back there, maybe wants to reach into the tailgate, you could do that. And then you pull the button to close that window.
A lot of my customers, if they have pets in the back, it's a good window to have open for your dog.
We also have OnStar up here, SOS, and I'm not exactly sure what that is there.
That's just if you already subscribe to OnStar and you have a quick question about something regarding your policy, or if you want to make any changes or updates to it, you would hit that button to talk to an advisor. So down here at the lower level, we're going to have raised seat controls. So starting from the left, you know, we do have heated seat options with this vehicle.
Perfect.
So you do have, if you see right there based off the picture, this will just heat up the back.
Okay.
And then this one down here will heat up both the back and the butt, just in case you don't want too much heat or you need more heat. Then of course you do have your different levels of high, medium, and low, and then of course off.
And you have it on your side as well, which is really cool.
Correct. So the passenger has it just on the complete opposite side, top for just the back, and then the bottom for your back and the butt.
Other things I'm noticing up here, you have a USB-A and a USB-C charger up front. A little cubby down below here for storing stuff, and that has a nice rubber surface to it. 2 cup holders up here and your standard GMC shifter here. You have a really durable leather armrest here. Looks like you have like a gray stitching to it. Looks really nice. So inside the armrest, you have a lot of really cool storage ability. You have a cubby for maybe your coins, loose things in there. And down below here, tons of space. Just a ton of space. A light down here, because you're going to need it because there's so much space. You have a USB-A, USB-C charger in there, and a 3-prong house outlet. But let's not forget about the final thing, right? And that's the wireless charger for your cell phone.
Correct. It is both Android and Apple compatible.
Anything else we're missing in the front seats?
We are missing the second glove box compartment.
There's a second glove box
kind of hidden, but there's a lube button right underneath this vent here. Just push it down, and it will reveal the secondary glove box. And of course, you got your main glove box.
I had no idea that was a glove box, or that was a box. That was a hidden compartment, and that's crazy. That's really cool.
Yep, good, nice loose spot to hold, you know, hide some valuable items, or just, you know, keep extra stuff in there.
Really cool. So that was a lot of features on this vehicle so far, Dan, and let's go ahead and get this thing out on the road and test some of these safety features out.
All right, let's go.
You know, Dan, I was thinking, I think this is the first diesel truck that I've ever driven, at least for this series, for sure. It's a different type of experience driving this so far.
It's got some good pick up and go, even though it is a small 3.0 liter diesel engine. They put the turbo in there just to help with the lack of horsepower that's going to have, being that small.
Let's try it out. All right, and up to speed, just like that. So I noticed that we have our lane keep assist active, because on the dashboard I see 2 green lines. So what I'm going to do is just inch over here to the right side. And what this is doing, it actually is turning the lines orange on the dashboard and just nudging the wheel back over to the left-hand side. So it's just a subtle bit of movement to the left, keeping me within the lines of the road. And I find that really helpful right now, because I'm not used to driving a vehicle that is this high up. You know, like I really feel like this is a lot bigger than a lot of the other stuff that I've driven. This kind of reassures me that I'm staying within those lines.
Yeah, it is a larger size vehicle and a little bit wider than what most people are used to. So, you know, your spacing between the lines is a little bit less. So, you know, the lane keep assist is there to help guide you, make sure you don't stray too far from one side versus the other. Keep in mind, it is a driver's assist.
Right.
It will not forever keep you in between the lines.
So right now I have the adaptive cruise control set. We're set to 50 miles per hour, but the vehicle in front of me is actually going about 44. So we've slowed down to 44. And I have the ability to actually close the gap between this vehicle and the vehicle in front of me. So whenever I did that, it's now speeding me up to the speed I have set until we hit that gap.
Adaptive cruise control definitely takes a portion of the stress of driving away, because you're not having to worry about maintaining a certain speed and then slowing down, then speeding back up. The vehicle will do all that by itself. So all you really have to worry about is just making sure you're staying on the road.
Yeah,
And it lets you keep a better eye out on things. It just makes it a lot easier to drive.
yeah, and with the lane keep assist active, it's keeping me within the lines and it's slowing me down based on the car in front of me. So that's just combined together. The car is almost driving itself. You always want to be attentive. You won't be reading a book anytime soon while you're driving, but just really cool additional kind of safety feature to have. I have a vehicle approaching my blind spot on the left-hand side, and whenever somebody's there, my mirror's lighting up. When I turn on my turn signal, the light then flashes, right? It's alerting me that somebody's over on my left-hand side, that I should not be making that. And that's a really great feature to have with a larger truck like this, in my opinion.
The bumper-to-bumper warranty on the GMC Sierra is 36 months, 36,000 miles, with a 5-year, 60,000 mile powertrain warranty. Whenever you purchase at Smale, we will get you your first oil change and tire rotation will be on us, as well as a lifetime free inspection.
So checking out the backup camera, I'm just gonna put the vehicle into reverse. We have a nice big HD backup camera there. The lines are changing based on my wheel direction, so that's always good, telling me how far away I am from objects. You have a 360 view there, so as I come on this pole, actually it's alerting me because this car right here was coming from that direction, right? Alerting me that there was something behind me, so that was nice to have there. Oh, there's a Dan in the back. Pedestrian Dan in the way, right there flashing at us. Hey, look out, there's a pedestrian. It knew a pedestrian was behind us. It could tell that you were a person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Believe it or, you know, whenever we were in reverse, it could tell that it was a person behind the vehicle. That was pretty cool. There we go. So backing up towards this pole, it's also alerting me, hey, look out, there's something behind you here, right? So the closer that I get, the more it's flashing at me and alerting me, hey, be careful. So the other things that this vehicle will show you, I'm noticing as we're pulling away here, it's showing me the front of the vehicle, right? If I'm getting out of a spot, I can see how close I am to something in front of me. But let's look at something else, because this backup camera has a lot more to it, doesn't it, Dan?
Yep, it has a lot of different angles we can pick and choose from. So you can always switch up your camera angle. Hit this one right here. Now it's kind of giving you a top-down look.
Perfect.
So now you can see, okay, I got about that much left before I actually start hitting that line.
So boom, I can get right up to that line.
Right up into it. Right, so yep, looks like we're pretty good. We could check the 360 cam, look all the way around us.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, looks like we're maximizing that spot pretty well. And then of course you could do the same for the front as well. If you're trying to pull up into something, and like let's say you're trying to pull into your garage. You don't want to face check it, but you know, you got a small garage, you want to make sure that's going to fit. Now in this scenario, since we're using the parking lot here, sometimes we could park a little crooked, so we do have the curb cam. Make sure we're in between our lines. And this is facing the front tires here. And
I can actually see the tires moving. I can see where the tires are on there too, so that's really nice to have.
Yeah, so if you need to make those minute adjustments, you know, parking in a parking lot or doing curbside parking.
Maybe you're off-roading a little bit there, right?
And you maybe.
And you don't need to make sure that you're not too close to something, you know?
Correct. And then of course you got the same thing for the rear, just to make sure that, again, everything's lined up and straight. Awesome. If you got a trailer that you're hooking up to, you do have your normal guidelines there, but you do also have the option to do a trailer line.
And that changes with the with the wheel changing, you know what I mean?
Correct.
So that's really cool too.
So that way, if you're by yourself, you don't have to get out, line it up visually, get back in the truck, back it up a little bit more, make sure you're still on the right path, or have to call your buddy over, help him guide you.
Right.
You can do everything by yourself. Then once you get close to that red line there, you can switch it to the built-in hitch cam. So that way you can line it up the last couple of inches.
Perfect. So what I like about working at a car dealership is that I do get to test drive a lot of vehicles and I come up with a lot of questions, but that's why Dan's here. So I appreciate your help here, Dan. If they have questions for you, how can they contact you?
Well, if you want to take a look, see what we have in our inventory, you can take a look at smellbuickgmc.com, or if you want to come down, visit us, you can visit us at, we're located in Greensburg on Route 30, right past the mall.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for our test drive today. So until next time, enjoy the ride.
Thanks, guys.